Okay, so today I've got loads of resistance. My whole diet's gone to pot. I bought some of that cookie dough ice cream. I've had that for 2 nights running, and not just one portion, I've had 2. So it's not good, but I don't know, maybe this week is just a bad week because this is the week my mother died, so it could be that. And of course, I don't want to do any exercise, but especially as I started doing shuffle, right? But I realised it's not enough exercise. I'm not exercising everything. So I'm going to do a few exercises to start with, and then I've got her ready. I've got this other woman. I had that Turkish man yesterday, but this woman is teaching the running man in a different way, so I'm going to learn that. So anyway, the food from the kitchen is smelling amazing as usual. I've got to put this on. I've got to put, it'll come all over here, this on because it's, I've got to get it to yellow, which means that my heart is going from 80% upwards, and I'm just going to switch it on. I'm so everything's taking ages because I don't want to do this. It's got to actually come on, and how does that? To make it work, I've got to put water on the what's names on the. Oh, it doesn't want to work. Anyway, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to carry on and do the exercises and get going. Hello, Lisa. Kiri Eccles. Hey, Kiri. Oh my God. Oh my God. See, I love this tune. I'm going to do this. We'll do this with the 2. Oh, because I'm not doing any exercise with the arms while I'm just dancing. So let's try this one. That's it. Oh my God. So I'm really bad because I've gone back on the dairy. For ice cream at night, which is really crap. And I had a little bit of chicken. So my vegan vegetarian diet hasn't worked very well, but that's just this week. We'll be back to normal next week. Let's try this. Oh, it's really warm in here as well. 25 degrees in here. That is ridiculous. Okay, I'm going to have to do some more. This isn't enough. I'm going to have to do some of these. We'll open the window first. I got to watch for the cats. There are 2 cats and they're not allowed out. Oh, it's just too hot in here. So I just end up dancing. You and I, the tune is so old, and I love it to death. You and I, you and I. Let's try another spot. I really don't know what this one's doing at all. Other than, I can feel it in my calves actually. And I really should be doing it. I'll do some of these as well. This hurts. You know what? I don't have any breakfast. All morning, so I've had breakfast now. Especially if I've had ice cream the night before. Yeah. I can't have it at all. It's all falling down to get my nose. Keep me awake and never break me or bring me down. See, you see how desperate I am to go clubbing, don't you? let's do some running man now because my dinner will be ready soon and I've got to do this. So I've got to imagine 3 lines, right? 1, 2, 3, and I have to be in the middle one. So, hey! Pyramid, flamingo, pyramid, flamingo, pyramid, flamingo. Right, that's the running man, hold on. Just start like that. Oh God, I'm not doing this. Hold on. Oh no! Let's start again. So let's start like that. That's it. And I'm just doing it like this. Oh, I'm so rubbish. I just end up doing what I want to do. It's too much concentration, that's all. Right, so I'm going to do another one now. Yesterday though, he told me how to do this one, didn't he? How to do that one, like that one. Go that way as well, hold on. Like that. And then I had to do the 2 together, so it's the running man, like that, like that. And then it was, oh God, I can't remember now. Right. What's she teaching now? Pause. Pause, okay. So, no, I did it wrong again. Do you know what? I might as well just give up. I've had enough of this now, because I can't do it. You see, that's the problem, isn't it? When you can't do something, it's out of your comfort zone, and you're pushing yourself. Like every day we have our certain, this is what Ryan tells us, we've got a certain level of tension every day. And you go through your life, get into that tension, but you're comfortable with that, right? You're comfortable with that level of tension. But anything outside of that is really uncomfortable and you don't want to do it. And that's what happens to everybody. And the question is, you've got to get yourself out of that tension, like go beyond that tension, and then you have to get comfortable with that bit of tension. And that's what multimillionaires, that's what all, really successful people do, is they get out, they push themselves. You're never more alive when you're on the edge of your comfort zone, is what they say. So, her doing the running man and me not being able to do it, it's like wanting me to give up and not do it. When I hurt myself, when it hurts here every day, I just don't want to do it. I'd rather just sit down, but just sitting down is just making me so much worse. I was just in the queue yesterday for the chemist, and I thought, from doing the exercises that this dancer was teaching, and I put the weight back on, by the way, that I take off. Well, it wasn't too bad, but anyway. So I was in the queue at the chemist doing this, like that, and then rocking this way and that way, because that really hurts, so I know I've got to do it. Because it's only a muscle problem, it's not my bones, it's not arthritis, it's just really, really tight. And it's been really tight like this for a number of years now, I'd say. Actually, since I come back from backpacking, actually. Because when I was at backpacking, I didn't do any exercise. I just couldn't do it. It's too dangerous for me to go out at night. In the day, anytime, it was too dangerous for me to go running on my own. I had this gorgeous Dutch man that came out with me every day for 2 weeks when I first got to Cape Town. But then he left and moved on, and then I had no one to run with, and it was too dangerous to go. Nobody else wanted to get up at 7 in the morning to go running. So I just thought to myself, do you know what? I'm just gonna give up. I'm just going to eat what I want and not do any exercise. And I put on a stone of weight, and it's taken me all this time to get rid of it. I've been able to get most of it off, but I've never been the same since. And when you get past 50, in 2 weeks I'll be 56. And when you get past that age, it's like it is even harder to try and keep fit, have the motivation to keep moving. And I can't imagine, I don't have children, but I can't imagine when you've got children, they're constantly there. And to try and find that time for yourself must be so difficult. And I don't have children. I find I just don't want to do it. So anyway, I'm doing this every day, right? At the moment, right, I started this today, okay? Meditations, Joe Dispenza, he's amazing. Breaking the habit of being yourself. Now, if you haven't read his book, you need to read his book, and then you do this. And he reprograms you in the theta state. And he did that this morning. I went to bed for half an hour afterwards. I was so knackered after it. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do every day. It takes over an hour, but I think it's really important because what I think is happening to me is I'm going through cognitive dissonance. That means there's a lot of change going on in my life. I'm doing all this. I've never done it before. All these Facebook Lives and forcing myself, putting structure in my life. I've already had a cognitive dissonance in January time. It was around January time, and then again now, where I'm just my ego is being very powerful and rebellious. So yeah, so that's what's wrong, and I've just got to push through it. So everybody, I thank you all so much. Oscar, thank you, Oscar. Don't I recognise you from my travels? No. Where did I go? Where did I go with Nikki? Where did I go? Budapest. No, it wasn't. It was Barcelona. Is that where you're from? That's where I know you're from, Oscar. How lovely to see you. And then I'll give you a wave, if I can make it wave. And Stephanie. So lovely to see you, Stephanie. Oops, a daisy. That didn't work very well. There we go. Costas. Hello, Costas. Vivian. Vivian, thank you for watching. Vincent, that's nice. And that's Kiri, he's from my business networking group. And Lisa, oh Lisa, it's you from SMBC. How are you? I'm trying to wave at you, there we go. Listen folks, I've got to go because dinner's nearly ready. And I'm just going to do some stretching, which will be very boring for you anyway, so I'm going to do a bit of that. So watch out for me tomorrow. So I'll be back tomorrow morning doing my usual stretches. But I think I'm going to find someone else other than Madfit, just out of, just for change, they're bored very quickly. So, and that is usually at about 6 o'clock in the morning. So if you're awake that early, come and join me. I'd love you to join me. Please subscribe, because this is going to go on YouTube. So please subscribe and like if you're watching me on YouTube. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you. Have a lovely day. Bye.